Greetings, sir. We are going to do a presentation on project topic Bank of Bhutan Limited. Line of our presentation: introduction, fundamental analysis, economic analysis, industry analysis, industry life cycle analysis, and company analysis. Introduction. Bank plays a key role in development of economy through essential banking services. Banks are those institutions serving most fundamental services in the society, like accepting deposit and lending loans. According to Federal Reserve Bank, banks borrow from individual, business, financial institution and government with surplus fund, that is saving. The financial sector of Bhutan consists of 8 banks, 5 commercial banks and 3 non-commercial banks. Bank of Bhutan Limited, the oldest and the largest commercial bank, having more than 45 branch offices across the country, was established in May 1968 as a joint venture of government with Charter Bank. It was registered under Company Act of Kingdom of Bhutan 2000. Currently, 80% of share is owned by Royal Government of Bhutan and 20% is owned by State Bank of India. Fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis is a method used to determine the value of a stock by analyzing the financial data that is fundamental to the company. Or, fundamental analysis is a stock valuation method that uses financial and economic analysis to predict the movement of stock prices. In simple, it is a process of evaluating the present and future earning capacity of a firm or a company based on economic analysis, industry analysis, and company analysis. This will be explained by my friends.
Economic factor under the fundamental analysis of the company. The company's performance depends on the performance of the economy. Prosperous company can be mainly due to booming increase in demand for goods and rise in the income of an economy as a whole. However, if economy is in recession, the performance of a company will decrease. Therefore, the key variables of an economy that has an effect on the company or industry's performance are GDP, inflation, unemployment rate, interest rate, exchange rate of a country, and infrastructure. GDP, Gross Domestic Product. The bank section greatly contributes to the GDP of the country. In 2017, the banks deposited 60.26% to the country's GDP, where BOBL also contributed certain percent in the growth of the GDP. Inflation. Inflation tends to decrease the value of the money, where banks will have to pay higher interests on their personal savings, and as a result, it decreases the purchasing power of the customers. Unemployment rate. Unemployment rates causes the rise in poverty and political instability, leading to the reduction in the output. Thus, banking sectors, they help in reducing the unemployment rates. Interest rate. Royal Monetary Authority (RMA) determines the interest rate, where interest rate it is the rate charged on the lender and rate paid to the depositors to determine the cost of borrowing and lending rate to the consumers. Now, when the rate of interest increases, there is increase in the cost of production. Exchange rate of a country. Bhutan depends on other countries for the exchanging of currencies, which involves the fluctuation of rates, namely appreciation and depreciation of the country. Of the currency. Currency appreciation and depreciation, they have an impact on the economy of a country, which has simultaneous impact on the banks as well. Infrastructures. Infrastructures such as electricity supply, internet connectivity, and other facilities play key role in the banking services. Now, it is important for government to invest in infrastructural developmental activities in order to have or offer efficient banking services to the customer.
Analysis. It is a tool used by the businesses to understand the competitive forces and to know what is happening in a particular industry. So for this study we have used the Porter 5 model. Here the Porter 5 model is a framework to analyze the competitive environment which evaluate the attractiveness of an industry for the profit. It is analyzed through the following variables, that is competitive rivalry. Here for the BOB, their competitors are T-Bank, Punjab Bank, BNBL, which provide a similar product like a BOB, that is that they provide services like to deposits and to lend money. So these are the similar product that is also provided by the other competitors. So for the BOB, they are having an intense competition between their competitors. However, for the BOB, they are having the advantages because of being the oldest bank. They have already captured the market, and also they provide an innovative service. Number 2 is the bargaining power of buyer. Here the buyers are for the BOBL is the general public, the financial dealers, the employees, and the other organization. So if in the market, if the BOBL are having a less customer, that means the bargaining power for the buyer is high. But if they are having a less more customer, that means that the bargaining power for the buyer is low. So for the BOBL, they are having the more customer, they have already captured the market, so the bargaining power for the buyer is less. Now going on with the third point, that is the bargaining power of supplier. Here for the BOBL, the suppliers are the RMA, the depositors, and the employees. So the bargaining power for the suppliers is less because for the BOBL they are having a limited suppliers. So for the bargaining power for the supply is high for the suppliers. And the fourth one is the threat of substitute product. For the BOBL, the threat of substitute product is high because other competitors, other rivalries like T-Bank, BNBL, they all provide the similar product, so they are having the higher threat of substitute product, which means that if the BOBL does not provide a product that can satisfy the needs of the customer, they can switch on to the other product. Now, last one is the threat of new entrants. So for the BOBL, the threat of new entrants is less because to enter into the market it takes time, and also there are many more formalities to come into a new market. So the threat for the new entrants is very less.
To present on industry life cycle, which consists of 4 stages. Stage number 1, establishment or startup. In this stage, the banking sector needs large amount of capital for the establishment of bank. In 1968, the BOB was set up with a capital of 2.5 million, and during that time the bank used coin or tickchung, and the BOB is the only bank that provides loan services to the customer. Number 2, development of growth stage. In this stage, demand tend to rise rapidly, profit of the firm rise, and revenue increase. By then, 1971, the bank introduced paper currency, and in 1991, there were 26 branch offices throughout the country. Number 3, maturity stage. In this stage, the majority of the company in the industry are well established. The BOB stands as the largest commercial bank with the total 45 branch network across the country. Though there were commercial banks competing with each other and providing same kinds of services and products. Number 4, decline stage. The decline stage is where sales drops, product decline, and market is dominated by the competitor. However, the BOB is still surviving, earning profit more, with the bank record shown that increase in profit in 1920 In 2019, the BOP made profit of nil from 1.25 billion. Thus, the bank is enjoying the competitive advantage.
Common size analysis under company analysis. Common size analysis is a tool for evaluating financial information which is expressed in financial statement. To calculate vertical and horizontal common size analysis, we have used by income statement and balance sheet of Bank of Bhutan Limited for the year 2017, 2018 and 2019. From there, we have taken 2017 as the base year. After calculating, we came to the conclusion that total asset of the company has increased as compared to the base year's total asset with 8.34% and 24.61% respectively in the year 2018 and 2019. Similarly, liability of company has also increased as compared to the previous year. It is due to increasing number of people depositing money in a bank. Ratio analysis. We have calculated liquidity ratio by taking financial statement of Bank of Bhutan Limited for the year 2019. Firstly, current ratio. Current ratio is the firm's ability to pay off its current liability with current asset. After calculating, we have got current ratio of 1.04, which is greater than 1. Hence, we can prove that company is in a position to pay off its current liability with help of current asset by 1.04 times. Secondly, we have calculated cash ratio. Here we got 0.127, which is less than 1. Hence, Bank of Bhutan Limited is in not position to pay off its current liabilities with help of current asset or cash equivalent. Thank you.